you have a tiny seed. If I'm looking at a mustard seed, I wish I had one here. If I had a mustard seed, it'd be about this big. You plant it, nurture it, cultivate it, it grows into a decent-sized plant. Now, if you didn't know that, you would look at this seed, and if somebody were to tell you that, you would be like, I just don't see how that's possible that a seed this size could grow into a plant of substantial growth. But if you know the DNA of a mustard seed, you know that despite how small it looks, despite how unrealistic it seems that a whole plant could come from such a tiny seed, you know that if you plant it, nurture it, and water it, it will happen. Why? Because you know the nature of the mustard seed. This is what Jesus is talking about with faith. It's not about how much faith you have in terms of quantity. It's about how well do you know the nature of the one in whom you're putting your faith. Do you trust him? Do you believe that he is who he's revealed himself to be? We talk about coming to faith. You know, it takes faith to say, yes, I know he died on the cross, he rose from the grave, so I could have salvation. That requires faith. He said it, okay, I believe it. That's a starting point, though. There's other things he says about his nature. So if he says, well, you don't need to worry because I'm going to provide, you're going to have everything you need, that takes a measure of faith. And it's not so much because I have 90% faith, it's because you said it, and I know this is true of you, so I'm going to believe it because I trust you. That's what he's talking about when he says, you know the nature of the one that you're putting your faith in, and you trust that it's true. And that goes for obedience too, by the way. So if he says in his word, you have to forgive as you've been forgiven, what faith does is it says, okay, this is the nature of who you are. This is what you said. So if I have faith in you, then I have to walk out what you tell me to do. That's faith. Faith is not a measure of quantity. Faith is a matter of trust. Faith is believing that he is, that your Father is who Jesus revealed to him to be, that he's good. And because of what Jesus did, we can draw close to him. And we can trust him. That's what faith is.